Álvaro Leiva Durán, respectivamente, se reunieron en la ciudad de Panamá junto con sus delegaciones para abordar diversos temas que le preocupan a nivel regional, como el aumento de la delincuencia transnacional organizada, que encuentra nuevas fuentes de financiamiento altamente lucrativas a través de la trata de personas y el tráfico ilícito de migrantes, así como el impacto de este flujo masivo de personas en las comunidades receptoras y en los ecosistemas del Parque Nacional Darien en Panamá y del Parque Natural de los Tapios en Colombia. En esta reunión de trabajo de alto nivel, cada uno de los países tuvieron la oportunidad de exponer sus preocupaciones y propuestas para un mejor manejo del flujo de personas con un enfoque siempre humanitario y de seguridad. Este encuentro bilateral es también un llamado de atención para la puesta en marcha de acciones regionales que logren atender de manera integral esta situación. Los jefes de delegación reafirmaron su compromiso con la hoja de ruta establecida en el comunicado conjunto del 14 de febrero del presente año en Apata de Colombia, dejando como resultado un plan sostenible en un plazo no menor de 12 meses que incluye una serie de acciones y compromisos trilaterales anunciados en esta nota de prensa. Primero, combatir las redes de tráfico y trata de que promueven el movimiento ilícito de personas y bienes a través del Darien, ya sea por vía terrestre y marítima, que pone en riesgo la vida de los migrantes y los expone a la explotación para obtener ganancias significativas. También abrir vías legales y flexibles para los migrantes y refugiados como alternativa al cruce por el Darién. 3. Lanzar un plan para reducir la pobreza, mejorar la prestación de servicios públicos, crear empleos y promover oportunidades económicas sostenibles en las comunidades fronterizas del norte de Colombia y el sur de Panamá, a través de alianzas internacionales entre instituciones financieras, la sociedad civil y también, por supuesto, el sector privado. Esta reunión trilateral sirve como un llamado a la acción para que toda la región se una para abordar la migración irregular, en el espíritu de la Declaración de Los Ángeles sobre Migración y Protección. Muchas gracias.
Why we are committed to working with our partners across the hemisphere to address it. Last year, I came to Panama with Secretary of State Blinken to strengthen our efforts to address irregular migration and other challenges together in partnership. Our meetings today were grounded in a foundation of partnership and the democratic principles that combine and gather together our three countries. They marked an important next step as we commit to addressing the critical work together. We discussed some of the most urgent issues facing our countries, including dealing with the root causes of irregular migration through lawful pathways and economic development, together with increasing state presence in remote areas to combat illicit trafficking and preserve natural areas. We realize and recognize that when it comes to tackling global challenges, we must work together in an unprecedented effort to address an unprecedented movement of people across our hemisphere. It is emblematic of what is occurring throughout the world. The combination of wars and conflict, climate change, and the fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic has led to an unprecedented flow of vulnerable people throughout the world, including in our hemisphere and specifically through the Darien. As the United States prepares for the lifting of the Title 42 public health order in May, we must do more to discourage the dangerous journey. Far too many individuals put their lives in the hands of smugglers, are exploited, and face many dangers, including risk of serious injury or even death, as they cross through treacherous terrain. Recognizing our shared interests and responsibility to prevent the exploitation and danger to human life, disrupt transnational criminal organizations, and preserve the vital rainforest, the governments of Panama, Colombia, and the United States continue to work together to address the humanitarian situation in the Darien. One of these efforts will be a coordinated campaign to end the illicit movement of goods and people through the Darien and maritime domain. We are undertaking this joint effort in the spirit of the Los Angeles Declaration, which calls for increased responsibility sharing to manage migration in our hemisphere. Panama, Colombia, the United States, working with one another, working with each other together, will focus on 3 lines of effort that the minister mentioned, and let me repeat them here again. To end the illicit movement of goods and people through the Darien and maritime corridor, leading to death and exploitation of vulnerable people for significant profit. Open new lawful pathways for tens of thousands of migrants and refugees as an alternative to irregular migration. And third, launch a plan to reduce poverty and create jobs in border communities in northern Colombia and southern Panama to partner with international organizations, financial institutions, and the private sector. The United States continues to enforce our immigration laws, and individuals coming to the United States unlawfully will continue to face consequences, including removal. Instead, those seeking to come to the United States should take advantage of safe, orderly, and lawful pathways that we are presenting to them. The United States has significantly increased those pathways, as have our partners, and we seek to continue to expand them as an alternative to the dangerous journey that too many take. The United States recently announced in January of this year, up to 30,000 people can come to the United States from Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haiti safely in an orderly way and not subject themselves to the exploitation of the smugglers. Ultimately, we all know that the only lasting, sustainable response to irregular migration is to tackle the root causes. This will take some time. We know that no country and no community can solve a challenge as complicated as this alone, and therefore we are committed to working together. The 3 countries that gathered together here today, all of the countries in the region, to address what is clearly a regional challenge. It takes a community to address a community challenge, and we will continue working with our partners. We're very proud to be alongside Minister Tawani, Minister Pinot, the other officials here in Panama, and our partners in Colombia to tackle this challenge, to reach the agreement we did today that can serve as a model for other countries to follow and join together in addressing the irregular migration that causes so much harm and could be avoided through the collective action of all of us. Thank you.
Damas y caballeros, con las declaraciones de Su Excelencia Alejandro Mayorkas, Secretario de Seguridad Nacional de los Estados Unidos de América, damos por concluida la declaración conjunta para la tarde de hoy. A todos los colegas periodistas les reiteramos nuestro más profundo agradecimiento por contar con su valioso apoyo en difundir nuestras acciones de cara a promover una gestión fronteriza eficaz y articulada. Que tengan todos una excelente tarde.